I am live like a couple minutes early here. Because I have reverted some of my stream settings. It's not really the settings. The way I stream, I've reverted to some older way of doing it that should make sure today we stay alive and everything is good. So I'm live a few minutes early just to make sure this is working. And that means that if you're watching on the VOD later on, you'll see me ranting. Or you won't. And I'll have had to shut down the stream and cancel the VOD. And you won't know this ever happened. However, if you're here and this is still live right now and it's still a VOD on my channel, today we're going to be taking Cashew out and doing LB2, as well as questing his AF for realsy this time. I'll be starting things off here on Quetch because I had an epiphany. And that epiphany is, for Cashew to do LB2, he would have needed help because he's hardcore, right? I would have had to have somebody come out and kill it. But the thing is, I can just have Quetch go out and kill it. So we're going to do solo LB2 NMs today. And then I'm going to log out and log into Cashew. And then he is going to... Yo, Akira with a resub. Thanks, dude. 9 a.m. stream. Yep, you only slept 3.5 hours. Well.
Dine dance.
Dine dance. That's risky. They respawn pretty quick. So I actually went out and tested it last night, Nick. I definitely have enough time to log into Cashew, get the question mark, and way more than enough time to run out of the tunnel. He will be equipped with the warp staff, and if anything goes hairy at any moment, I warp. Yo, Shane with the 25 months. What's better than 24? 25. I don't know why. Okay, that should have gone to TTS, but appreciate you, bro. So what was I saying? So yeah, so Quetch is going to solo the NMs. Cashew is going to grab the mark. And everything's going to go peachy. That's what you do as a hardcore. You do very safe strats like this one. YouTube, hit that like button, hatch that egg. I think we're definitely hatching it today. Today's going to be a fun stream. It's your own fault you were playing a Minecraft server late into the night. That's fun. What were you doing? Were you just doing like creative stuff, or were you doing like mini games, or? All right, I'm going to stop here because I got to get Cashew out here. You're playing Fire Red on the Switch too? Oh, nice. You picked it up? I'll probably end up getting it, to be honest. I've been kind of itching up replay Fire Red or Leaf Green. I've got that one cart. I think I've showed it on stream before. I've got a fake Fire Red cart, and it made me mad, so I stopped playing it because it was fake. All right. Yeah. I saw the announcement. We're gonna do full on HP gear for Cashew as well. So he has the best chance of survival. Let's see. What's up, Al? I moved back to Restream for multi-streaming. So I'm hoping that today everything stays alive. You know what I can give to Cashew? Actually, I can go buy an Earth Staff real quick. No, never mind. No Earth Staff. Hoping it works. Yeah, a little bit of that basically. I mean, here's the deal: is like in terms of like stream staying alive, it's always been the better option for that, and that's the part that like eats at me because I really want to do it my way, but let's just do that because those have negative defense on them, and I've tried all the settings, I've tried it all, and I still end up with Twitch streams never feel like they're fully situated, and my OBS becomes a hot mess. You just give up on YouTube existing altogether. No, I hear that, and yeah, I've been hanging on to dear life for all of the streams to work, but it's hard to get them all working. The authentic Fire Red GBA can be up to $100. So I bought mine in like 2019 for $20 and was like, okay, this at the time, like 2019 was like you could still buy affordable collectibles. Like it wasn't until 2020 when everybody went, durr. If I buy all the collectibles from my childhood, I'll be a happy person. Myself included in that chat. And so I thought $20 was like, all right, I just got a good deal on this. And then it took me 5 years later, and I was playing my Fire Red copy on my brother's GameCube, on Shane down in Virginia, and I guess I should say my other brother, in this context. Where am I going? Oh, Cashew might not. Cashew doesn't even have a way to get to Valdunia. Oh no, I've got to get Cashew out there. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I'm playing it on Pokemon Stadium for the GameCube, and my Fire Red won't connect, which caused me to look online. I love Stadium. For me, Stadium is, and Gen 3 in general, are just peak Pokemon. I never really got into like Gale of Darkness or anything like that. The games that have the kind of like external game mode. What am I doing? Okay, so where can I go? Hold on. I'm going to finish the story, and then I'm going to get my brain power going here. And my Fire Red wouldn't connect. And I was like, why won't this connect? I looked online, and it was like, well, you know, if you have like a non-official game cart, that might be the reason. They were like, you know, a flash cart won't do it, or a bootleg won't do it. And I was like, I'm pretty sure mine's a legit cart. And then I went and looked for like how to determine. For some reason, I've done this with multiple other Game Boy games, and I've never done it with specifically a GBA game. And it was like, you know, it was like look for this particular PCB layout, and I popped open the cart, and lo and behold, it was a bootleg. I had no idea. The Lick It Tongue mini game, yo, where you eat the sushi and stuff. It's so fun. All right, what do we got to do? What to get to Zarkabard? We gotta go. We got to go through, what's it called, don't we? Ronfar to the pass. To the glacier. Yeah, I don't have, Oh, does Windy own, or does Sandy... Sandy owns Fargandi and Voldunia? Dude, this is my chance! Whack-a-Diglet? That sounds right. Now that you're bringing them up, I'm trying to remember the minigames. Wasn't there one where a bunch of Pokemon passed the screen and you gotta, Oh wait, what am I doing? No. Take the porter back to the city, pick up Fargandi, and then go to Glacier. No. This is top tier, chat. I didn't even think about all this, but we're about to make some major account progress today. The Pokemon pass the screen, and you gotta figure out how many. Pokerogue. Oh man, Pokerogue. Such a flame that burned so bright for such a short period of time. What is Pokemon Champions supposed to be, chat? Somebody mentioned that, and I didn't realize they announced something. Oh, I didn't mean to click that. A new battle-focused game with familiar mechanics. Stadium 1? No, Stadium 2, sorry. Stadium 2 is the Gen 3 one. Right? Coliseum. I said Stadium. I actually meant Coliseum. This whole time. And now that you're saying it, some of those things were very blurred together. Yeah. He had Stadium for the 64 and Coliseum for the GameCube. Fargandi, there we go. This is what I get. I'm like a super like tangential Pokemon fan. It's like a thing that I have like an interest in, but you know, don't exactly know all the details on. Never got a system after N64 from Nintendo. There was a GameCube joke on SNL this week. Saturday Night Live. Yeah, it may not be lore accurate. Yeah, correct. What's up, Izagi? On SNL this week, they did the opening skit with the one guy who impersonates the president, and like, and like they're talking, and then he says something about the game, the Hegseth impersonator guy says something about the GameCube, and he leans in and he's like, GameCube underrated system. I was like, what just happened? You picked up a Wii U a little bit ago. I hope it's hacked. I hope you have a Wii U, and I hope it's hacked. It's easily one of the best. There's so many good systems. Frankly, all of the Nintendo systems generally are good to mod, but specifically the Wii U because it has a screen. you have a whole game console right there. What's up, Aaron? Welcome to the stream. Hey, speaking of speaking of the stream chat, I want you guys let me know if specifically on the Twitch side, but you know, if you notice anything off today, or specifically on the Twitch side, if you notice that the stream is more stable. If the Twitch stream is more stable today, we're going to be rocking Restream for a little while. Yeah. If it drops, obviously let me know. But like even like I want to know like more like you guys will sometimes say like, oh, I had an occasional disconnect or an occasional hiccup, which is not something you would normally maybe like point out. I want to know if there's less of them or zero of that matter. So I don't know how to express this, but basically just like if it seems better than normal, let me know. Not so much if it seems worse, let me know. Does that make sense? Wii U, because it was HDMI out of the box. That is actually, so is the Switch. Not the Switch, sorry. So is the Wii. Another great system to mod. I found out, I was talking to a coworker, and we were just talking Nintendo stuff because the your Wii doesn't have integrated HDMI. You needed to get an adapter, but that could be because you have the old one with the GC controller ports. Mine has the controller ports and has an HDMI. Now I'm thinking about it. Anyway, I was talking to a coworker because the like Nintendo the Pokemon thing came out, and we were just chatting, and they mentioned that they have a hacked Switch, a modded Switch, like you know, they just download whatever game or whatever, you know, whatever you guys think about the legality of that is neither here nor there because it's not where the story's going. I had no idea that if you have specifically the first generation of Switches, you can soft mod that bad boy, and it's wild. Mine is a proprietary port for component cables like SNES and N64 did, but it was a different form factor. I'll have to look now that you say it. I was 99% sure, but now I'll have to check out my Wii. It's just been sitting in a box. Once I get my own place chat, it's all going to be hooked up. I'm going to just hook it all up, and it's all going to be hooked to this little CRT right here. Yeah, there you go, Izagi. But yeah, it turns out you can just soft mod the first revision of the Switch, and it's what's interesting about it is the soft mod you do gives you like allows you to retain your full your full Switch account, and just gives you like access to like the kernel and like all sorts of other stuff. So you can put on a parallel like launcher that launches into like a custom OS. You can do it so your home screen is customized and all that, but still retains your Switch account access, so you don't lose like your game library and stuff like that. Thank you for the follow, Dialodin. So I thought that was really cool. Like, it's not just like straight up like you just mod your system and now remember how, do you guys remember how like modding an old Xbox, you know, or something where once you've modded it, if you go online, like GG's, game over. And the Switch, specifically the soft mod I was looking at, is very much like, parallel to your main like login. I was like, oh, that actually is sweet. Oh, Dilo. Oh, that's right, Dilo. Yes. So LB2. So I'm actually. It's so funny. I'm running my hardcore character to Zarkabard right now, so I can do the LB2 for him, for Cashew. Yeah. So chat. So last night, I had logged out Quetch over in Zarkabard, so I could do exactly what I'm doing right now. But I wanted to. Like, I had logged out there, and then like a few hours later, it was like time for like Behemoth Camp or something. So I went to log in to go like camp some DKP, and I log in, and there's a dead body on the ground, and I was like, and the NM was up for the LB2, and I was like, huh. So I throw them a raise, and while I'm standing there, I aggro the LB2 NM. So I just fight it. Apparently you can open it by touching. I had no idea either. I was about to turn around and talk to the NPC. So I raise that person, and then I fight the NM, and then I start seeing like a couple other people around me, and I'm like, what? Oh. So I put it in say, and I was like, hey, like, do you guys need this killed? Yeah, chat. Best not to think about it too hard, okay? You don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You open the door and you go. What's up, Cammy? So do the Arimon aggro? No clue, but I'll throw on my keybinds just in case. So I was like, hey, do you guys need this killed? And they were like, yes, please. We died. We tried to trio it or whatever. And so I had I'd soloed it for them and was like, you know, hey, do you need the other ones? Because I mean, I could go camp Behemoth, but I'm like whatever. Like, I already fought the one. They're obviously having some problems. This was Dilo and crew, and it was like, yeah, I'll help out. No worries. So we ran around all of Zark, fighting the NMs. I will say, chat, that oh, does this aggro? No, too weak. It might be. L, that's so funny. Mine was a launch day one as well. So let me know if you go through with it, because I'm gonna be thinking about soft modding mine as well. So yeah, so we just ran around fighting them, and yeah. So what I was gonna say was one of the NMs might actually be pretty difficult for me to solo on Quetch. So that'll be a fun little thing to see. I'm not worried about dying necessarily, but it may give me problems. So I'm looking forward to this. This is gonna be really. This zone is quiet as heck, dude. That is legit the core FF11 experience. To you randomly coming across people and helping them. Yeah, no, it to this day remains to be one of the fun aspects of this game. That Horizon, you know, it's not a thing you could just recreate. You could say, I'm going to create, you know, a version of FF11 that retains that, or OG, like running into people and helping them with random quests and stuff. You can't just force that. It really required a server that people wanted to play in, with the population size, and, you know, the difficulty of doing things was retained. If we just like warp crystalled everywhere, you It would be fine. Just there would be a handful of people who just do everything for everyone. But because it's like being in the right place at the right time is actually kind of a rare occurrence. It means you get those cool like serendipity kind of situations. Yours wasn't launch day, but you've already got a soft modded Wii and 3DS. Yeah, I mean between the Wii and the 3DS, I'm not sure what else you could ask for. Like that covers like nearly everything you'd want to do, in my opinion. I will say, I'm not the type of person to want to like bootleg or like pirate like a Switch game, for example. For me, it's like I'd rather give some money to Nintendo for the particular games that I like, so they keep making those games. But like when it comes to like retro games, like if I'm gonna soft mod my Switch, yeah, I mean load up some old Pokemon games that I already maybe like have purchased before. Yeah, it was a great experience from start to finish. Thought we would try as Beast and Summoner, and once we got stomped, it was sick for me to come out there and help. It ended as a fun and productive hour. Yeah, no, that rules. That's awesome. I wish you guys luck on your 75 journey for sure. So yeah, so if you don't have an early revision of the Switch, you need to do a mod chip. But yeah, chat, you didn't hear that from me. I don't want to purchase a game again to play if I already own it on a console/PC. Yes, yes, that's another good viewpoint. I mean, I'm more of a fan of the balanced viewpoint in this regard. But like I wouldn't, you know, I'm not gonna like judge somebody who just straight up pirates everything. Like that also to me, like live your life. Like I just happen to over the years have developed like a more balanced viewpoint about like paying for things versus like sometimes not paying for things. If buying ain't owning, pirating ain't stealing. Yeah. What about the Legacy of Kain remasters, LOL? No, that rules. Yeah, Nintendo, I do agree with you there, Izagi. Is Nintendo is a little bit weird. Like with like other systems, I don't mind waiting 6 months to a year to pick up a game. Like for like PlayStation, for example, like I got the PS5, and like I'll just wait for the game to go on sale, or whatever. But on like the flip side of the coin from what you said there is like if I buy a Nintendo game I like, I'll buy it physical, because their games don't go on sale. The physical games retain their resale value. So, you know, you pay $60 for the new Mario Kart up front. You play it for 2 years, 3 years, and then you resell it for $40 because it's still a $60 game. So like, you know, it's scary where gaming is going with the whole we own less and less of things. I hope the pendulum swings back in the other direction personally. Like, do you think it could, Akira? Or anybody in chat? Do you guys think it could swing back the other way? Because like there's a lot of like little movements of like people making Kickstarters to make physical carts, or companies purposely making physical versions of their games, even though it's not necessarily the the monetarily like smart thing to do. Wait, why did I get... Oh, it's an achievement. Getting each outpost is an achievement for RA? That's funny. In the AAA space, no. In the indie space with a restructuring focus on smaller teams, maybe. Interesting. We'll still get good indie games like you've been getting, but AAA style games are going to be replaced by AI-made games in a few years. Oh, man. I hope we can be pulled back from the brink. I don't know, man. I've been so bleak about some of this stuff that, like... And the people I talk to are also bleak about it. So it's like, if we all just agree that some things are bad, maybe we get... Maybe we just... Every Eco Warrior? Yeah. Are you sure it's not just the first, like... Even on repeats... You're getting hit with it on Eco Warrior? Because maybe it's just the first time you do each one. Each character gets it too, Claustro. Wait, why don't you give me another... Wait, can I only do one a day, chat? Is that Vana'diel Day or Real Life Day? Oh. Alright, my alarm went off. One Vana'diel Day? I gotta wait a half hour? My alarm went off, which means I gotta check my eBay, my bid on eBay. Hold up. I'm buying a new coffee maker and I'm getting it real damn cheap. Alright, I gotta pay attention for 4 minutes and 6 seconds, chat. Please hold. I'll tell you all about it as soon as I win the auction. 3 minutes and 50 seconds. No, Nick. Go, shoo away somewhere. The world is going nuts making micro bets. Meanwhile, Quetch is bidding on eBay. Oh, Claustro, I ran out of tea, man. I had bought a box of Earl Grey like a year ago, and it finally ran out. Like one of those like big, like, I don't know, 10 by 10 inch, 10 by 10 boxes. All right. Do we really wait a Vana'diel Day? I think since I have the Fargandi outpost, I'm okay to just go to Zark and get the outpost another time. Like, it's a pretty simple run if I want to just go do it, you know, even potentially after, after LB2. Excuse me. You buy the big Costco packs, 400-ish bags for like $10. Dang, yeah. I drink more coffee than I do tea. But yeah, so lately I've been realizing I don't need a full-on coffee pot. So the whole point of what I'm trying to bid on this coffee maker is it's a 1-cup coffee maker. And my brother's got his own like coffee machine, but I don't want to make a full pot or whatever. So I'm just making a single cup of coffee for myself. So I've been like slowly researching like, what people recommend for those. And something that maybe necessarily I'll want to take with me when I go like get my own place out here. And so I found some leads on like what is recommended, like what would be good for me, and I found an eBay listing that's selling like a $40 coffee maker. I just almost got sniped, chat. We're determining the winner. Please refresh your page. It was 15 seconds. I almost got sniped. My heart race is going. All right. I thought I was going to get a 40 something dollar coffee maker for $7. Oh, that was so close, dude. With 4 seconds left, they bid well over me, but I put a max bid in of $1 above them with 2 seconds left. 9. Yeah. I would show you guys, but I'd be leaking my like personal eBay account like information. So like I'm not gonna do that. So I ended up, yes, I won. I ended up paying 30. Yeah, I ended up paying like 30-ish, 30 something. Instead of like almost 50. Nah. I'm not gonna show an image. I'll just tell you guys it's a single cup coffee brewer. When it comes in, I'll show you then. Cool. All right. Why did my chat break? Am I still live? Yeah. What's up, Illwicked? Okay. All right. Now that that's settled, I saved like $20 on a coffee maker. Anyway, let's get out there. Yo, Al. Welcome, man. How are you? Fargundi. It's going good, Spin. Dealing cards. YouTube, just so we're aware. I'm doing well, man. I'm finally listen, chat. As of like today, it no longer hurts to swallow. It's so weird that lingered for that long, but it did. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. Hold on. I do need to go back to town. I just realized I don't have So for those of you who who've been following, I've had this really long like cold that ended up knocking out my voice, etc. So like, I would say as of today, I'm finally fully recovered. So yeah. Safe to say I'll be maining core when it comes out. You know what? That's hilarious. Considering I now work for casino, yeah, you would think, but no. My plan is to play Puppet Master on Cashew. You enjoyed the podcast, Spin? Good to hear it, man. I honestly, it felt really good being back in the recording room with DA and LTL. So I'm looking forward to us getting into a consistent habit of once a month. I want to see a once a month episode, especially leading into Tau, especially once Tau is out. So yeah. No one reminded you. You did ask for a reminder. That's so funny. So if you're just tuning in, chat, I am currently running Cashew out to Zarkabard to have Quetch solo the NMs, and then Cashew get the question mark, and we're gonna go from LB2 into Beastmaster AF farming. Also into his second piece of hardcore reward. So like today is super eventful. I will say it's not going to be one of my longer streams. I'll probably end up going around 5 p.m. or so because I'm going out to play some Magic tonight. But other than that, I'm here. I'm locked in, and we're gonna get a bunch of stuff done for Cashew today. Today is the day, chat. What do I need? Silent oils. Yo, thanks, Borat. Dude, I'm really, honestly, I've been struggling to find the ways to like describe like why I've been enjoying this job, but I think like I'll just say what I'm thinking. I've never really been like tested for like ADHD or anything like that. But when I think back to when I had an office job, I remember just being miserable when I'd have like days where I have to like pretend to be working. Where like there wasn't like a lot to do, or like my only like maybe thing I had to get done that day was like, you know, make a particular phone call or like attend an hour-long meeting. And then there'd be like 6 other hours in the day where it's like, well, you know, you could do this or that. And it just like was like a lot of, I don't know how to put it. It's not that I'd lose focus, but there'd be no focus to focus on. And that to me was a miserable work experience, you know? So, so this new job, there's just I'm constantly like, there's something for me to do, something for me to focus on. It's got that bit of a math bend to it. And I've always been somebody who enjoys math, and like, so I don't know. I leave my work day and I'm like, I feel like I was engaged the whole time, and I'm happy to go home, and then I get a paycheck, you know? So it's like a mix of like being engaged and having, honestly, really cool coworkers. Like everybody there is like either a gamer or like an anime weeb. Like it's really interesting like that. You know, you would think like involved in gaming, and yeah, people that are involved in gaming are gamers. It's such a weird thing. Francis on YouTube asks, are there still a good base of new / low level players on Horizon? Asking because I've had to take a long break from having a kid. Hey, congrats on the kid. You think I'm coming back? I wasn't sure. Yes, there's still people leveling at all level ranges on Horizon. Yes, I would not worry about finding parties. Like literally, it's so funny. Literally yesterday, I was running around on Quetch. I just told this story earlier. I ran into a group doing Limit Break 2. That's really not that far into the game, and they just happened to find each other also doing Limit Break 2. So it's like there are people at all stages on Horizon right now, for sure. You do have ADHD, so it's always nice to have something to do. Makes your brain happy. Yeah, dude, and so I suppose you know, maybe you guys understand where I'm coming from with that, but it like to me it's like a new experience. It gives me the vibes of when I was working in food service. Like I've done line cook, I've done prep cook, I've done dish, very little busboy stuff. And you know, as much as I would never go back to food service, cause it, like at the end of the day, like would like, I don't know, it would just be too much stress for, you know, maybe, I don't know, minimum wage or so, or whatever, you know, I guess it depends on where you're working. But there was always an aspect of working in restaurants that was like engaging. You're engaged while you're there because you have to be, and because it's just the demands. But then there'd be that weird downtime where it's like the chef would be like, if you got time to lean, you got time to clean. And it's that sort of like nebulous zone of like, if nothing's happening, you've got to pretend for things to be happening. It is a space that I just don't like being in. And I just don't have much of that now. You just restarted playing Horizon earlier this week. Oh, yeah, see, there you go. Aaron's got the hook up there. What's up, wontons? I hate when bosses can't just let you exist. Yeah, bro, like, look. You pay for me to be here. If you don't have a specific task for me to be doing, what am I, like, then I just ain't. Sorry, I didn't mean to trigger anybody with the lean and clean. Oh man, that's it, Akira. And like, and it's funny because I feel like what I've described is sort of two sides of the coin. Because when you're in like a restaurant or something similar, that's like a service field or whatever. Yeah, your boss is gonna get on your case for things like that. But then the flip side of the coin is if you're in a like an office work experience, it's like, well, there's not much to do tomorrow either, so maybe you can just delay that task until tomorrow. And it's like this constant, like, I don't know, man. Just it's why I enjoyed gig work when I was doing it. Specifically like DoorDash and stuff like that, is like I turn on my app and I dedicate, 2 hours, 3 hours of my day towards just going to a restaurant, picking up a thing, going to someone's house, delivering it, waiting for the next one, and it's like, yeah, there might have been some downtime between orders or whatever, but generally I would be kept engaged during the whole time. And then I'd go home and like work on like a YouTube video or a stream or something like that. And that was like the way I lived my life. And that for me, was the pay great? No. But it enabled me to keep engaged with what I was doing the whole time. And I learned through that experience that's like, wait, this is actually like a way that I function. It's like a way that I get through my day and feel like I just not in that weird space I described earlier. Where the boss said to wipe the walls in a retail store. You know what, Oda? I quit. You scrub the damn floors. Not much. You've been playing Gaia XI? Gaia XI. That's the one with oh no, I'm thinking of a different one. Which is Gaia? Wontons. What's the what's the interesting element of that server? Move fast speed 5x do. Is that the one where you get the augments on your gear? It's like a heavily augment based like gearing progression system. Gaia Online, ancient early 2000s. Yeah, wow. And that was Gaia Online. That was one of those like flash-based things where you had like your avatar, right? And you would like do all sorts of mini games and stuff. Oh, yo, what's up, Coop? Yeah, Dilo was here on the Twitch side of things as well. Yeah, I was just telling the story of how I ended up helping you guys out. And now I'm here on my hardcore about to do it for myself. So I got my emergency button equipped. I've got my HP gear equipped. I should have bought an HP food. Do I have anything like tacos or anything? I don't. I have some high potions. Yeah. I'm soloing on Quetch and then picking up the item on Cashew. So that's the plan anyway. Good luck me. Alright, I just need to not get aggroed here. Where's the red dot, dude? There it is. Alright, we log out. Imagine if I crash. It is true sight. I think all three of them are true sight, true sound, or some degree that some combination thereof. Yo, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna do new meds and then log out. Ooh, also high breath mantle, that's right. For extra HP. Yo, congrats, Spin. That's awesome, dude. I hope did you pick out a place yet or you I don't know how that works when it comes to a house. Do you get pre-approved and then you go looking, or do you find something and then get pre-approved for that thing? I'd imagine that either or, maybe. You are looking. Okay. Good luck, man. That's awesome. You can do it either way. Okay, rock on. Yeah, I figure maybe they'll give you a range. Oh, I clicked cashew. They'll probably give you a range if you get straight up pre-approved, and then you go looking. Why did I click cashew? Oh, and apparently your meds wear off when you log out. Perfect. Okay, great. Frick, dude. Oh, there's your picture of your Switch, Izagi. Or your Wii, rather. Yeah, you're right. I think now that... I'm going to have to take a look at mine, because I swear there's an HDMI on the back. I am losing my mind over this. I'm going to dig it out after stream, or sometime tonight when I get home. I swear there's an HDMI port on my Switch. Or, I keep saying Switch. On my Wii. Okay, this NM is the easiest of them all, chat. It takes like double damage sometimes as well, or something to that effect. You're saying newer Wii, or yeah, you're saying newer Wiis, but the thing is, I have the one with the GameCube ports. Which is like the oldest, you know, the oldest line. So I don't, like, I just don't know. What day is it? It's Dark's Day? We'll go with Endfire. I definitely didn't mod my Switch. I definitely didn't hard mod my Switch. Or, dang it. Wii. The Wii. The Nintendo Wii. I definitely didn't hard mod my Wii. It's oh. Wrong weapon. It's soft modded, but it's not. There we go. Why do you use NQ Sushi? That's stupid. Yeah. So, so chat. So this one takes like massive damage sometimes, and I don't know what the mechanic is there, but you'll see some pretty nasty eviscerations. I think one of the people I was helping, damn near shat themselves. Last night. Yeah, 2,160 damage on my red mage. I want to see a 3k evisceration. Let's see what it does. That's the plan, Oda, yeah. But the question is whether or not I can make the window to do that, and I'm not sure the answer. I'll say this. One thing I know I can do is not die to the NM. The NM, you can't silence them, no. The NM will not respawn. Okay, here comes a 3k evisceration, chat. That's all the crit rate. 2,841 damage on my red mage. No, I think they're immune to all debuffs except the ones they're weak to. So, like, this one's casting ice spells. So, that might not be accurate. I think you can hit them with anything neutral. So, like, you can't paralyze this one, but you can slow it. No, actually, that's not true either. I think they're immune to paralyze and silence. And that's it. See, watch. Slow lands. Blind's already on it. Paralyze. Should say fully resisted. Completely resists. And, oh, gravity hits. Okay, that's nice. forgot to do bar blizzard. There we go. Most NMs? Honestly, no. Most a lot in like the H&M scene, for example. It's kind of just I think just Nidhogg, Fafnir and Nidhogg resist. Now silence, yes, but paralyze, no, is what I meant to say. No. I need all this time, dude. I cannot be lollygagging the poison. I hope the thing lasts for... If it's a minute, I'm going to be cutting it so damn close, dude. Oh, it's already gone? It popped up and left. Oh, I might not be able to do this. I might have to get Cashew into position. Eruda asks, what's the add-on that shows the dropped items pop up? That's XIUI. It's the new, it's the alternative to HXUI that's been getting more updates and has like more interesting stuff. I saw the question mark disappear off the screen, and I'm not sure if that's because I was too far from it, or if it's just that short-lived. If it's that short-lived, I think we're gonna have a problem. Yeah, dude. I don't know how to do this. I'm actually, I think I'm gonna need real humans. Any 75s out there? Bored? Yeah. I do need help. Cause I can't log to Quetch or I can't log to Cashew fast enough. Did you guys see that? It was literally, it was like 30 seconds. I was looking forward to trying to do this on Quetch and then log to Cashew like this, but it's just not going to work. So appreciate everybody. We've got one player here. Thank you, Lydia probably is how you say that. The NM has a 5-minute respawn. Good call. I could be very dead if I stay right here. Yes, thank you guys. That was, good looks. How about I get it to 5%, you'll hold it on Summoner? I think we've got 2 DDs. If we could get like one red mage or something right here, like if one more person is available, or a summoner or something, I think you guys would be caked, easy to just rip it to shreds. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. No, that's right. Yeah. No, that's actually the right idea. Okay, good call. Yes. So while I log out on Quetch, no, you're good, Izagi. No, that was spot on. I'll fight it with you guys. So Lydia, I'm gonna make you the party leader. I'll fight it with you guys, and then I'll log to Cashew when it's low. Whatever you want, Spin. Honestly, if you just want to come thief to get flea to move around a little quicker, that's fine. It just like literally. Okay, monk is great. Monk's perfect. Just anything you're comfortable on, to be honest. This is awesome. Thank you guys. Appreciate the help. Well, what would have been the alternative there? Getting it to like 1% on Quetch and then hitting it with poison and then logging to cashew. And then having him finish it off with his sheep. Shotgun mechanic, are you Lydia? I think we've got it, Borat, yeah. Hey, 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 what do you want? What do you want, Hound? Oh, that's Nick, okay. Oh, did I just... Isn't there draw in? Why didn't it draw? Isn't this supposed to... Wasn't that one of the main mechanics of these mobs? Is the draw in? Maybe like all players have to be in the zone or something. Oh, this is going to be annoying, chat. I'm going to have to run both Cashew and Quetch to each spot. I might just... Once Shotgun Mechanic, once you're out here, maybe I don't bother helping on Quetch. Like, I think you guys will be alright. Oh yeah, Predator Claws. Yo, Lydia, toss out a Predator Claws, because this thing takes like double damage, and I'm curious what you would do. $2,895. Cajun, what's up, dude? How you been? Oh, that's Borat. Oh, okay. Yeah, and you said you were busy. It's all good. It's just funny to me that, like, I turned something that should have been straightforward into something that's now, like, a pain in the ass. All right, I'm logging to... You're still grinding prime weapons, huh? Damn, dude. Ugh. Yeah, my old static has like 5 or something now. How many are you guys at? It's either 4. It's at least 4, I believe. I never even finished one. 3 to 5 each. Yeah. That sounds about right. There it goes. Hound is dead. Question marks are up. Predator claws for 3429. Wild, dude. Okay. I think you guys could duo. I think spin what it monk / warrior. Or at the very least we could trio. I think. Are you here, invite me. What do you... I think we could do it. If it gets hairy, spin just like 100 fists the next one. Like if the next one we fight gets like is like kicking our asses, like 100 fists it or something. You know, just like kill it. Then I'll bring Quest to the third one. But I think we will be fine. Gotta let Lydia refill their MP. So let's rest before engaging. But other than that, I think you guys will be fine. If you've got a MDT toggle, I might consider using it, spin, when like the Agas and the Ancient Magics go out. But they're pretty interruptible, so... YouTube, hit that like button. Hatch that chocobo egg. I think we definitely hatch a chocobo today. Let's see which one we hatch. You don't have an MDT set? That's fine. Do I think you're good at this game? I think everybody has room for improvement somewhere. Oops, why is my stream avatars like that? What the heck? That is weird, dude. I'm not going to fix this right now. Not while I'm on my hardcore. I'll be home for Christmas. I'll never unhear that. All right. Let's familiar. Actually, let's. Can I? Uh-oh. Ooh. We're gonna familiar this Melodia. Post rebase, I don't know if you guys know this. I haven't actually confirmed it for myself yet, but apparently familiar now affects jug pads. You played around with Bloody Bolts on Warrior, and they seem much closer to original after rebase. Oh, interesting. Huh. I'll have to make an intelligence set for my Warrior. That's funny. Warrior and Dark, using them effectively? That's wild. It increases pet stats, Rick Rock. I don't know. Somebody said you can see something. Let me. No, I can't gauge my own pet. All right. I think we're good to engage. No draw in at all is so wild. Flare? Okay. Not worried about flare. Thank you guys for the assist on this, by the way. This is huge. Oh, and you know what? We'll have Rampage. We'll have Rampage after all this is said and done as well. So we're good for like Iruka parties and stuff after this. Oh, that's awesome, dude. We're Cashew is all rolled up. Get out of there, Faraga 2, Faraga 2. Yeah. Go away. Honestly, I'm fine as long as I'm out for the Aga 2s. There's really not much this thing could even do to me. I will say the paralyze is kind of obnoxious, but he. I'm okay. Am I gonna get O Club for Cashew? No. He's got to get the. He's getting geared up for Puppet Master, right? So there's kind of like two schools of thought here. One is like Shepherd's gear and stuff like that. The other's like PCA is kind of like maybe important, and we're not gonna really know until after Tau. So but the other would be to just use it for money to gear up Pup when it releases. So I'm Yo Takanis, welcome. I'm not sure. I definitely want the shepherd's gear, period, like hands down. Maybe not 5 of 5, but at the very least I want the pet regen and the pet accuracy. But then like, is Pup on like Fuma's chat? You know what I mean? Like, is there like expensive gear for that's already out? Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I forgot that release Puppet Master was so gear jank. Oh my gosh. Talk about potentially the worst gear managed job on release. Oh, derp. Put on my emergency stick. Pup is not on Fuma's. Interesting. Any major pet... Yeah, so Aaron, it's just the Shepherd set. At least in terms of Horizon. So Horizon has a custom set that's like level 20 to 35, something like that. Also get prepared to pay a small fortune for all the attachments. Here's the part that I haven't said in a while about that. My characters are fully equipped to make sure that that is not an issue. So I've got goldsmithing capped, I've got alchemy capped, I've got the respective subcrafts, I've got the KIs, and I've got a 75 thief to go and farm whatever parts I'd need. Now whatever not parts, but whatever crafting materials. The other thing is also I'll have 2 characters that I can do the BCNMs on, or the ISNMs, or whatever, in order to get whatever parts are obtained through those things. So in theory, I'm set to make sure that attachments are not the issue. Like, I shouldn't have to be buying them, let alone paying an arm and a leg for them, if anything. If any, like, hopefully. Sid Last, do I need a hand in this? No, we're good. It was a bit of a a thing to figure out, but I got some help and we're cooking. There's a decent chunk that come from, I don't know Xenian-Ms in particular, but ISNMs slash whatever. Isn't there like there's some like ENM variants in Tau, right? Like basically where it's like a weekly KI. Rather than spending Imperial standing. Those attachments are a bottleneck on NAS. Okay, fair enough. You know, hopefully the person who's working on balancing Pup for Horizon has already worked through this thought puzzle and like has like a plan. Spin went the wrong way. Oh no, Spin. Yeah, you're almost here. You gotta leave that tunnel and go straight north. I cannot wait to get... Oh, we're getting the Beastmaster AF today, chat. That means we're getting the helmet. We are getting the helmet. Oh, it's been a dream item. I cannot wait. Cashew's gonna be a real boy. Oh, I forgot to ping YouTube. So a lot of you are already here, but I'm gonna do I'm doing a YouTube ping in the Discord, so you can ignore that if yeah. Balancing pup for Horizon has to be the worst job. It's inherently broken in this era. I actually very much agree with that. It's definitely not an easy task. Ooh, we're gonna need a dispel on this. You could chi blast. Chi blast it, Spin? Oh, okay, you already did. 3,200 damage Predator Claws. I don't think I need to be here. Oh, burst. Okay, yeah, I can get some skill ups. Ashu Talif is something I'm looking forward to. I was not aware that that was a piece of content before looking into Tau for Horizon to see, like, to just, like, to, like, refresh myself on what content is coming out, but that looks really interesting. Oh, maybe Ashu Talif is the more, like, E&M style. It's probably a good way to think about it, to be honest, because it's like a weekly lockout, right? You're new to 11 in general, and you heard a lot of people say to make Beast as soon as you're 30. Aga 2! Oh frick! Oh frick! Oh frick! Oh, my hardcore! Oh no, 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 no! It's not a piece of bad advice, Aruda. The thing is, playing Beastmaster is going to give you access to things that you might not be aware are problems. It's fine. I'm fine. Look, Predator Claw is going to kill it right here. Here we go. Almost. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Get it, get it, get it. Yes. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a yo, Sithel, what's up? A doom to doom to doom 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 doom. Let's go. Thank you guys. Almost killed me. Nah, no worries. I just lost a couple. My lifespan decreased on that one, but that's okay. The self-found experiment? No. So, I think that it would be weird to pull resources away from getting Tau out right now. But, Thank you guys so much. Lydia, Spin, Sithal. Oh, I'm so excited right now. But what I do know is there's enough people on the back end that that want to see it happen. That that it'll definitely be a thing at some point. There we go. I'm about to get some wardrobe space. About to get my hardcore reward. I want to look my best. Let's see what we got here, chat. Whoops. We'll do... There we go. Take off my weapons, too. I don't want to intimidate Matt. The pants clash with the shirt, but... Hello, sir, Matt. Matt's, friend. Whoop. Yes, the very thing. You've crossed another great threshold today. Of course, this is merely a prologue of things to come. Skadoosh. Your level limit is now 60. And I get wardrobe spaces. All right. Good stuff. The ultimate barrier is still far away. Don't worry about it. What matters is effort. Zoral Jah is going to be heavily camped. What does Zoral Jah drop? Wait. No, I don't know. I was going to say, that's the one that you need. You need that for like your mythic weapons, but you don't. I don't think you need that. Like I don't know what it drops. Like that's relevant in the era. Boom, ba boom, ba boom, ba boom, 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 boom. Reward axes for pet jobs. Oh. Yeah. Oh, is it rare or EX or both? That's kind of funny, dude. That's, yeah. That'll be camped all right. Oh, it's auction houseable. Okay, yeah. All right. Whew. All right, let's go get our hardcore reward. Actually, no, even better. We're gonna go. Here. You can dual wield it even? Oh my gosh, people are gonna want 2 of those. The hardcore beast, hardcore. The like people who like play beast a lot are gonna want 2 of those. That's wild. And there's a lot of beast players in this server. Sleep Ga. Well, that's bad. I don't feel so good, chat. So Melodia, interrupt the drain, let's go! It'd be a macro piece though, right? I think that's the... Level 56. That's the draw, is it's it's simply a macro piece. So you have 20% less potency than everybody else unless you have 2 of them. It's kind of, which is kind of an ass way to like gear it, to like to gear out in this game. All right. Obito! Kakashi! Hardcore reward, and then... we get to do an awful AF quest. But it should be better now that I'm level 56. Should be pretty easy for me to do. Let's see, wiki, beast. Wings of Gold gets you the axe. I already have the axe. So now we got to do Scattered into Shadow. Talk to Brutus and Upper Juno to get the Aquaforus. I already have those. Now we got to go to Feyin. Perfect. We already have the frickin' Axial Hyena for Rampage. No. Rampage is, I think, 175. What would I even skill up on? I would need somebody to tank a higher level mob while I skill up on it. No, Sohi. Disagree. Isn't it? Is this way? Yeah, you know, Tokanis, how they say if you've got 10,000 hours in something, it makes you an expert. I'm like 3 to 4 experts rolled into one. Boink. I got the boots. Hardcore boots. Ooh, yeah. Armored feats. Got a question. I'm kind of thinking about abandoning my cooking efforts since the OP price hike has made it even less profitable. What would I recommend leveling? In terms of crafts, you're looking to level a crafty, Zagi. The thing is about crafting is they all can be profitable. Even for example, cooking, you might just want to slice cod and NPC it, or caviar and NPC that. Like, you have print synths on cooking, so it's just about finding which craft. To me, literally pick a craft that you find interesting and then figure out how to make money with it. If it were as simple as a player like myself, or even just a friend in a link shell or something like that, like telling you what to do, if it were as simple as being told like which craft is good at making money, then people would flock to that craft and then it would be worth less money. You've had a hell of a time finding any info on prints? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of straightforward. Each craft kind of has like 2. So like, name a craft and it's like, me or somebody else who's knowledgeable could probably just tell you. For cooking, it's sliced cod and it's what's the caviar? Or roe, or what is it's like a fish, like you slice up the fish in Bucidine and you get why is my brain not realizing where I am? Oh yeah. But you have to hit like certain breakpoints for those things, right? So that gives you a goal. You're like, okay, if I want to cut caviar at tier 3, or if I want to cut sliced cod at tier 3, that means I need to be level 64 cooking or whatever it is. I don't know what the actual numbers are, because you want to be 51 levels above. So now you go, okay, no. So now I've got a target. I want to hit 64, which has its own set of like, okay, that means I need to take it above 60, which means that maybe it's the quest I just take to 100. The real answer to your question, honestly, is go fishing. Just go fishing. Don't worry about another craft. Get fishing up, combine it with what you've already done with cooking, and make a little money that way. And then and as you go, figure out maybe you want to try something different because because you like it or whatever. And then from there, figure out how to make money with it. How to make money on goldsmithing? The way to make a little bit of money with goldsmithing is to start with lots of money. Fergandi. What am I doing? Okay, let's just look at this quest before I go anywhere. We're going to go to Feyin. Go to 3 pools at H8, H5. Okay, I know exactly where all of these things are. When the pool is inspected, a ghost appears. Oh, this is going to kill me. Oh, I need help again. Who doesn't mind going to Feyin? I think this is easily soloable at 75, so I literally just need one person, maybe preferably somebody with magic. All right, we got Lydia. Appreciate you. Maybe it's not a caviar. Maybe I'm just... It's one of the fish. Is Xander around? Xander was fishing at the same spot I was and was cutting up some fish. All right. Yo, thanks again, Nick. Appreciate you. We're heading to Feyin. It's 94 skill? No, that wouldn't... Well, yeah, maybe. Well, maybe that would just imply you would need it high. Wait, it's 94 cap? Oh no, you're right. It's gonna tier 1. I see what you're saying. It's just gonna tier 1 at best. Yeah, not the ice fish. What were we fishing out here? We were fishing something at the same level rate. The name isn't coming to mind. Okay, Rick Rock. Yeah. Yeah, 80 to 100 is so actually I can give this a piece of advice to you. Is one of the fortunate parts about goldsmithing. Your mileage may vary. I want to be very clear that this is not foolproof. Is the items that you're synthing sell well if you T0 HQ them. So this is not going to affect you until like 90 or so. But it's expensive. Emperor fish for Emperor row. Thank you. That is it. If you do what is it? The Koenig? What is it? The cursed gear. If you do it with support and be at or above skill level for HQ0 rates, you are going to spend 80k a synth, 100k a synth, like literally per synth. But if you HQ0, that's a few million gil. So, you know, on your route from 90 to 100, if you land 1 to 2 tier 0s, you can get through you can get through all of that gap, right? In theory. So stop at the row. Okay, that's a bit further away, but you can do the sliced cod. Yeah. No, so here's the thing about the row, Izagi, and this is why it comes to mind. The fish themselves take up an inventory slot for the Emperor row. I'm remembering now. So what you do is you would fish with you would fish up the Emperor fish until your inventory is pretty full, and then you would cut them into eggs, and then you would catch more fish. And what ends up happening is you just NPC the eggs for like a decent price. It's actually worth more. It's worth more. It's like 2 or 4 eggs or whatever. It's worth more NPC for the eggs than it is the fish. So it's like a nice little hybrid way of like making gil. And it's unaffected by markets, right? I think that it's helpful to do some things that are unaffected by markets some percentage of the time, and then when you're keyed in on something going on in the markets, that's the whole trick to making gil with crafting in this game, period, hands down, full stop, is do you look at and pay attention to the markets? Because that is when you're going to find something that someone is ignoring that week or that month that you can get in on. If you're not engaging with that aspect of the game, crafting is something you want to sign a piece of gear, or you want to do NPCables with, which is fine. But those are like the 3. Oh, whoops. Those are like the 3. I've been running this whole time with that stupid screen up. Those are like the 3, I would say, corners of crafting that you want to figure out. You want to figure out. I'm all over the place today. You want to figure out where your niche is within those things, and it could be all 3. So here we pull up paint. Oh, there we go. All right, chat. So here's what I'm trying to express about crafting, and I think that this is kind of an important viewpoint to have. How do I draw a straight line on paint? Actually, no, I can just draw a triangle. Yeah. All right, this is the crafting triangle, and I drew it green for money because that's what crafting should be. But you know, if you don't use this triangle, then maybe it won't work out for you. Cut the music out. Okay, so on one hand, you have crafting for profit. No, I need a bigger brush. How do I increase the size of said brush? Profit. Crafting is probably not the perfect way to describe this. Oh, Cashy's running into a wall. So these are the three like angles you could take for any craft in Final Fantasy XI. You craft for profit. This, you have to be engaged with the game's markets and find out what is currently making money, and you need to spot it and either get on that wave that other people are on, or you need to be or you just need to realize there's a dip in that market, and you need to be the one who jumps on it. This requires attention. That if you're not willing to give, or you haven't like attempted, like if you're not literally, this is almost like work. You need to go in, you need to look at the market, you need to look at the auction house, you need to look at the component materials for a particular craft and where they're at currently, and you need to get in on something. So this is like the way people think crafting works, which is why often people will say things like, oh, there's no profit in... I don't mean to like call you out here, Izagi, but your comment, I think, comes from this place of there's less profit in cooking, I think is what you said. It's not necessarily wrong, but it's where often people will say things like there's no profit in XYZ because they're talking about this. They're talking about the way the markets are currently fluctuating, right? I gotta get my sneak and invis freshly up. However, there's another aspect to crafting that is on the other side of the triangle, and that is NPCables. NPC. This is often gill prints, or really, it's gill prints. It's NPCables. It's I am crafting something to sell to an NPC, whether that is one of the higher value gill prints, or whether it is the case I was describing earlier of catching Emperor Row as a fisherman. And because they're so inventory intensive, you now craft them into, or catching Emperor Fish, you now craft them into Emperor Row in order to conserve inventory, increase the gill value, and continue fishing. So it's it is on this same axis. Now, this has a problem of low margins. Low M, and it also has a problem of sometimes the markets will price it so that the margins are even worse, right? So this has very like it's steady, but it's always available to you, and it does not markets are different than this top part here because it's not that competition factor, it's not that attention factor, it's just how well is this thing doing right now at the current state of the game. You can engage with either of these things to varying degrees, and actually even something like fishing or mining can, even like helms, sort of fall into what's going on in either of these. But I'm just saying these are two aspects of crafting that you can either engage with one or the other and be fine, some degree of both, or if you're really like just like, you know, you work from home or whatever, you can be doing this some of the time and this some of the time, like full time, and just be making a lot of money crafting. There's one more aspect that I want to point out on this triangle, and that's just passion. If you have an interest in a craft because you want to do things like sign gear, because you have a role-playing element to your character. For example, my character, my main is a thief who makes potions. It's just the fantasy I'm looking for in the characters I play. So now you can level a craft. The point of this triangle is not just to say like, you know, this is all of FF11's crafting in a nutshell. The point of this graph, the point of this triangle in general, and why I'm even like explaining this, is not the importance of how it's going to make you gil, because you can be full on in passion and just want to craft like certain items for your friends or for yourself. You're like, I really want to have an HQ Shire Vana'diel for my character with my name on it, or an NQ even with my name on it, and that's the whole reason you level goldsmithing, right? And then you just put the craft down completely. You don't engage with either the top or the bottom. The reason for this triangle is actually not just gil, it's actually goals. If you want to, so if you think about this less as a triangle actually, and more as, I guess more as a target. Let's make that red. So now, if you're saying to yourself, I want to craft in 11, I don't know what this is. I don't know what this is anymore. If you're saying to yourself, I want to craft in 11, if you follow like these three concepts, what's going to happen is you're going to get a level goal to aim for. There we go, something like that. You're going to get a goal to aim for at every single step of the road. So if you have a passion for the craft, you're going to say, I literally need to be level 70 in this craft in order to make XYZ item. Is this the eye in the, is this the Illuminati eye? It's supposed to be a target, chat. Hold on. Does that help or does that make it worse? If you have the passion, you literally need to be level 74 or level 90 or whatever to make that item. So now when you sit down to like raise your craft, you know you need to hit 90. It's irrelevant to your gil income at any particular stage. It's irrelevant to if you're even just dumping money into it. You're just gonna be like, I need to do this, so that's what I'm gonna do with my money. I'm gonna go earn gil elsewhere, and I'm gonna funnel into this craft. Okay, if you are looking at the NPCables aspect right down here, you're going to say, to get tier 3 on a particular synth, I need to be level 59. So now you're going to sit down at your craft and you're going to get to level 59. And then you're going to get there and you're going to reach your goal. So that may lead you to say later on, oh, I'm 59. If I get to 75, I can do something I can make an interesting craft. Or while you're raising it, you can go, oh, I see that there's a level, if I get to level 64, there's actually a synth right now that I could make that would actually make a little bit of profit. So now, you've got a goal that stems from over here. And because you're already paying attention to your craft, you're buying mats to go NPC, or you're looking at items you might want to make, now you're looking at the auction house. Now you're looking at what players are doing, what other players in that craft are doing. Now you've paid some of this attention. And now all of a sudden you spot something in the profit sector that you might want to work on. Now you're like, I got to get 5 more levels, or hey, I'm level 80 now. Maybe I just go for 100. So all these things work interchangeably with each other because it's giving you targets and places to go and things to actively want to do. So my advice when people ask about crafting is to pick something in this triangle and then like kind of aim for it. Does that make sense, everybody? it's easiest if you start with a passion for the craft. I knew I wanted 100 alchemy on Quetch, hands down, whatever reasoning that was, it's what I wanted to do. So for me, it was an easy 100. And some people have that, some people don't. Some people have a portion of that. And then you might do things like targeted NPCable, right? So yeah. So take that for what it is. I hope that that made sense to somebody. I didn't see any questions in chat, so I assume that we're kind of getting into the space of like, oh, actually that makes a lot of sense. But this is how generally I would tell people that say they want to do crafting. I would say, here's sort of the idea, the way to approach it, and you're going to find success one of these ways, whether it's paying that attention, whether it's doing the NPCables, or whether it's just about enjoying the ride and looking to make something specific. So, yeah. Good luck out there, and feel free to always ask questions about crafting, because I think that crafting in this game is fascinating. Back to Cashew's hardcore journey here. We're in Feyin, and we got to put on some Space Roast, I think. What do we got? Look, I didn't mean for it to be Illuminati. Yes, back to our regularly scheduled programming. All right. Travel to Feyin. Go to the lower level. Okay. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. I blacked out. ATL MX5 on YouTube. Are you still here? You asked, how do I juggle level multiple jobs? You feel like you can't sell gear because I'll have to rebuy, but then I'm just so low on space to level both melee and mage jobs. Ooh, that is a actually tough question. Have a mule? I mean, there's kind of a number of ways to kind of go about that. I would say you didn't have a specific passion other than not paying for food and trying to make enough money to support myself while having to spend your entire life fishing. No, I hear that. And that could be you just stop at sliced cod and you do sliced cod for a while. Is that better than just spending your time clamming? Probably not. Can you do it while playing a different video game by tabbing in and hitting a macro every minute and a half? Yes, you can. You also hate clamming? Yeah, well, fair. Yeah, wardrobe is the other thing. Akira's right. So if your focus, ATL MX5, your focus should be missions, right? Ultimately, missions and LBs and stuff like that, and that's going to give you wardrobe slots. So what ends up happening is inventory woes sort of relieve themselves as you make progress. I will say this: do you have your satchel? Have you connected your Discord account to the Horizon Discord Harlequin bot? If not, that could be one way that you could get help. Be okay in rags is an excellent tip. I think that one's often overlooked. Is literally time is more, like, time doing the job is more valuable than how good your gear is. Oh, is there music here? Oh, there's battle music. I forgot if Fayen has music or not. Yeah, it's actually not hard to get to the Emperor Fish level range either, by the way. I did it in like 2 weeks maybe of like a little bit of fishing. Uh-oh. This place is so scary as a hardcore dude. This is exactly the wrong kind of place that I want to be fighting in. Oh, you didn't even consider making a mule. Well, there you go. Yeah, make your second character and just literally just toss stuff over to there. If you're leveling your melees for the month or whatever, like toss your mage gear. Yours is already 64 with a lose. It's just boring. Fair, honestly, fair. Like to me, like it comes back to like, again, just having a target to shoot for. Like if I knew I were saving for a particular piece of gear, and I were out fishing, and I fished for an hour and made 60, 70K, I would go, oh, I'm halfway towards paying that piece of gear. Let me fish for another hour, rather than fishing nebulously for number go up, right? Like gil number go up. So I don't know. I think that's more like a way, like a way to approach the game that I think is hard. Like if that's not the way you, like, a person thinks, it's hard to like change the mindset. Exactly. Yeah. Like FF11 lives and dies on did you make a goal and did you meet it? This song does not fit this circumstance. We need something scarier. What do you got for me? Skill go up is good. Skill go up, money go up is also good. Fishing, it feels a little bad because skill ups are kind of like rarer. Okay, once I click this pool, we're going to have an NM pop out. Logistical problem. Oh. We should have stopped. We should have finished here rather than start here. Okay. That's on me. Great. Okay, so we're gonna go do... I see where we're gonna go now. Oh, yeah. YouTube, hit that like button, hatch that egg. We're getting closer. Which chocobo do we hatch today? Who knows? You throw an aquaflora and give a moment of silence for the spirits of the beasts. Aren't these merit NMs up here at this? Didn't they? Oh. Oh, this is terrifying. These are level 81s? Oh, it just says when the pool at F5 is inspected. Okay, no. It's not the last one you check. It's the specific one. And these are all sneak aggro, so I'm pretty safe. Let me refresh my silent oil. Oh, Dragon's Airy for Crescents. I will say the thing about DA, the Dragon's Airy for Crescents is, you know, yeah, making the hike sucks, but it's such like, it's so uncontested some of the time that you'll just make 40k an hour plus on while skilling up. Crescents are honestly a good little stretch. 40k an hour, maybe a little bit more. Yeah, you're gonna use a few pots. Whoa. I don't know why the ghost is up already. Someone got murdered trying to do it. Freeze. I'm not seeing any like tier 3 gauze or anything. Grave Reel was a little scary, but not awful. Okay. It might respawn. Dude, I'm terrified right now. I'm not gonna lie. I only have one potion left, one high potion left. Stop. Stop. Your futile attempts at respect are nothing but self-gratifying actions. Do you think that throwing an aquaflora in this pond will bring the beasts back? Do you think they will be appeased? Have you ever stopped to think why it's always the people who survive and the beasts that die? Only I can relieve them of their true pain, and that is through revenge. You understand my words, do you not? My pet was taken from me, and my body left unable to perform my act. I cannot forgive what has come upon me. I ask for your assistance. I will be waiting for your answer the next time we meet, but I already know you will help me. Basically, did you just say, do you want to do revenge? Okay, I think that did it. I think we're good. Yes, we're good. Now we're going to Castle O. We need a chest key. Okay. You want to bury a body? All right, chat. So this is what's going on. We're now going to Castle O. The goal here is to find, to get a chest key, to open the chest, to get a collar. Then we got to trade the collar to a monkey. I think we're catching this dude's pet. I think. Oh, oops. Wait. Sorry. Back to Juno first. Almost missed that. That was close, chat. I almost did the thing. I almost did the thing you do in 11 when you read and you don't read right. So you read wrong. And you go to the wrong place. And actually, I wasn't even running towards Castle O, was I? I was running towards Babiki. How'd I get the text on my name big like that? You know what? I think that's Sithel's texture pack, or XI view pack. Am I wrong? Sithel, are you still here? Did your texture pack change text at all? Your XI view? I noticed like my text seemed different, but I wasn't sure. I don't use nameplate, Nairu. Wait, why'd you call me crazy in the link shell chat? What did I what did I say? Cashew doing a revenge. Take 20 minutes to get to where you are to realize you didn't talk to NPC and have to leave. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like I have grown as a person because I realized early that I was about to screw up. You had a hard time finding that monkey? Yeah. I wouldn't have never thought of this, but the wiki says to use wide scan. I'm like, oh. You're gonna talk to Brutus. I forget what Brutus talks like, but today's gonna be this. Why, thanks a Gillian. I'm sure the spirit of that fallen animal can rest peacefully now. What, you saw a ghost there in a place like that? Oh yeah, I heard something strange while you were away. Something about the ghost of an Opa Opa in Castle Ostrogia. They say it doesn't attack, so maybe it was domesticated before it died. A domesticated ghost? As a Beastmaster, you want to know more though, right? Maybe it's one of them that died in the war? I'd be grateful if you could go look into that. I'll have a reward for you when you get back. That accent fell apart in 5 different ways. All right, go to Castle O. I don't think so. Tito, you asked about the name, the text over my name. I'm not actually sure. You can use the nameplate add-on, which changes the size of your names, but it might just be like my menu resolution. Oh, no, it does. It does. Okay. So, look. See the, So, yeah, Sithel's saying it's part of XI view. So, do you see my hardcore icon and how crisp and nice it is? Check out the link pearls above people's heads, too. See how nice the link pearls are? And the exclamation point? Like everything's and the little satchel for the bazaar. So that is Sithel's XI View texture pack. all right, Tangent. Fix your link eggs? What? Do I have... What is that? Stop, would you... I didn't mean to click any of that! Why didn't it back out when I pressed the back out button? They're egg-shaped since rebase? What's up, Izagi? I seen your slap. I was too busy being frustrated. Tall Maple, I highly recommend Sithel's XI View pack. It's really nice. I don't know how to tell you to get to it other than the fact that it's in my Discord under the add-ons, in the add-ons and what's the name of the channel? Dat modding talk. It's not in the tutorials, it's in the dat modding talk section. Oh, you had a telly for me? Oh, I appreciate that. I'm gonna just run from oregano. It's a pain in the ass, but it's roughly the same. Oh, we got a new player here, you guys. I see Biscaya says, I have been thinking about starting 11. What do you use to make the game run 60 FPS? So, yeah. Great question. I have a whole guide in my Discord. So the simple answer is this. Or no. Sort of the introductory answer is this. 11's an old game, so the way it generates graphics are, in modern setups, are sent to the CPU, not the GPU. And what you need to do first is you need to get the game recognizing your GPU for graphics and create higher than 60 FPS frame rates. I actually get like, I forget what the number is, like 85 or 90 FPS. And then you limit the FPS externally to the game. That's how you run it at 60 in-game. And there's a whole guide in my Discord on how to do that in the tutorials section. But those are the two concepts on how it works. If you limit your FPS to 60 in-game, you actually get like 57 to 59. So you limit it with your, so in my case, it's NVIDIA control panel. If you're not using an NVIDIA card, it's a different process, and I don't know how to tell you what to do for that. You have an NVIDIA GPU, then you should be able to follow my guide and get there if you want to. Also, I would say it's nice to have. I wouldn't recommend somebody starts playing the game and having the graphics settings that I have right away. You're gonna pick your starting town and you're gonna be killing bees for a few hours or whatever anyway. So, hop in and just play, enjoy it. If you don't know, I'm on a private server that I prefer this era of gaming to what is currently going on. But if you're and my guide will actually, I don't know if it'll work for like modern retail if you're looking to like buy the actual game. But just know that I think the last thing I would make sure a new player knows is there's a difference between what I'm doing on Horizon, and which is a free server because it's not official, and what like the paid like current servers are. Is just they're two different games, like in terms of the way they play, and just that that's got its own set of learning curve to it. So depending upon what you want to do or what you're interested in, things are going to be different here or there. Who's a great resource for that on Linux is Funny Bunny, who does the DatMod stuff. I wonder if Funny Bunny ever ended up doing. They were talking about doing like a tutorial video or something, or writing a tutorial. Mm-hmm. Funny Bunny's been doing some awesome stuff actually on in the Linux space for this game, specifically for Horizon. They got like bloom lighting to work. Let me see if I can pull that picture up. Windower and DG Voodoo. That's your yes. So you're talking about buying the official game. Most people, if you're on Horizon, you're not using Windower. Usually, most people aren't. You're using a similar program called Ashita. But if you're looking to play retail, then yes, Windower and DG Voodoo is like baseline. Windower, you want to play the game functionally. DG Voodoo does what I described. It makes the game recognize the graphics card. And because you're planning on being on retail, my guide might help you. It might not. I think you'd have to be a little more tech savvy to kind of like reconcile the two. But just know that DG Voodoo is not like it's not going to give you the performance I'm getting on its own. There's more there's more that you have to do to kind of get the performance that I can get. Right now I'm on 30 FPS actually because I didn't yeah. It's so funny because it's so nuanced. But like, you know, what are you going to do with a player new to the game? Okay. Chest key. Conquistador, Prior, Zealot, Lutenist, Parasite, Ooze. And I think I know all the chest spawns from my days picking locks on Thief. Right? That's not coffers, right? Is there coffers and chests here? Or is it just chests? I think it's just chests. No. No, it looks like it's potentially both. Windower, I'll actually, that is something I feel confident. I can just tell you like yes or no, do this or that. I would say yes, Windower. I would get Windower running and start playing the game. That would be, I think that's the play for sure. In terms of improving your graphics, that I think is something that you should work on later on. And that's my opinion. If you're looking for a decently informed opinion, that would be what I would say. Dude, it's good to know I still got my my lever skills. I can open this, right? Oh, no. You don't want to improve the graphics, you just want the game to run at 30 FPS. Right, so what you wouldn't do is a texture pack. But yes, no, I hear you actually on that. So yeah. So DG Voodoo is in theory the way to make that 60 FPS happen. It's just not necessarily going to give you 60. There's like more work that has to go on. But anyway, it's a good start. Just getting DG Voodoo running is a good start. I would recommend getting Windower running and then playing at 30 FPS, getting a feel for the game, and then tinkering with improving the frame rate and stuff like that. And yeah, and no matter what you do, you're never going to get FPS 60 in all cases. I think with the exception of, and I've been meaning to look into this more, is that frame gen program I think is actually going to be really good for 11. Correct. It is not built for 60 FPS. It's built for PlayStation 2. So when you're in super populated situations, you will dip. Come in. Did you guys hear a knock? I heard a knock. Guess not. Yeah, PS2 had a handful of MMOs. It wasn't many, but they did exist. I would bet you this chat knows each and every one of them. Go. Now's your chance. Use that arcane knowledge you guys have. What are all the MMORPGs to release on the PS2? Comprehensive list. I played a little bit of EverQuest Online Adventures. The demo, right? Didn't it come with the adapter or like a free trial for it or something? I forget. I know I definitely didn't buy the game, but I had access to it somehow, some way. Your next pool restock is 17 o'clock, Izagi. Do you know your fish restock pools? Because that's another important thing. I don't understand, what does Windower do exactly? Is it needed to run the game close at 60 frames, or DG Voodoo can do that on its own? No. So yes. So this is that kind of like understanding gap that you're kind of gonna bridge it slowly. Windower is what allows the game to be ran in windowed mode. That sounds wild, but it's true. What, does it do it natively now? Whoa, Prior. Oh, you drop keys, Prior. So now now that's its own thing. So let's start there. What Windower allows you to do is add modern day. It's basically, I don't know if you've played, like, if you think of like what are the mods for World of Warcraft? You know, Windower allows you to do mods similar to like what's the name of that thing that people used to do? Is that really worth the fight if there's an Abisu already taking all the skill up fish? I don't. To me, I would wait for the pool restocks and then fish until it's empty. Like you're literally about to hit the phase where there's like multiple restocks in a row. It's like 17, 20, 22, 4, something like that. So like they literally can't outfish the pool because it's going to keep restock. I don't know. Look, I'm like level 70 something fishing. I don't really have terribly much fishing knowledge. But like it allows you to run modern day like mods for the game, essentially, is what Windower allows you to do. Oh. Like, for example, I have a mini-map on my screen. You can't get a mini-map without Windower because it doesn't exist in the main game. Whoops. Did I do that wrong? I feel like I did this wrong. That should have been all the combinations if I did it right. There we go. Oh, a key. Oh. Okay, so you used to play WoW. So what does it allowed you that allowed you to run mods in WoW? I forget what it was called. But they recently like banned some of it. Okay. Okay, so those are coffers after. So I need to actually go back. So now I've got my key. Now we just go back. It's locked? Wait, what? You can't go back? What am I supposed to do with that? With that information? The lever, you noob? Oh, you're right. No, okay. All good, Biscaya. Listen, run Windower first, then start worrying about your FPS. That's the play regardless. Once you start getting yourself involved, then you'll understand more what to do next. Actually, this is good because I need skill ups. DG Voodoo is what makes the game recognized by your GPU. But you would never run DG Voodoo without Windower. I mean, maybe. I don't even think you can get 60 FPS without Windower. Again, it's too nuanced. Listen, just get Windower working first. Just do that. Just do that. Here's a tough. Can you, Lydia, can you tank this with Carvey? Correct. If there's a command involved, that means Windower is involved. Yes. Yeah, actually, step 1 is get past play online. The game is installed. Thanos with a 34 months. Thanks, dude.
Howdy.
Howdy. Banished God, too. Oh, well, that's bad. You reach the character creation screen. Oh, okay, then you're on the right track for sure, since you're playing retail. Okay, I'm gonna smash axe if it decides to use another gospel. You sent me a picture in Discord. I'll have to check it out. Once my life is not potentially in danger on my hardcore. Oh, okay. You're about to send it. Once we get Rampage, chat, then we go and open a chest for our AF. Hit that like button, chat. Let's hit 50 likes. Stream's going to be a little bit shorter today. Still got a couple hours, but I'm going to be going to play some Magic with some friends later. I think we still hatch a Chocobo. Hit that like, hatch that egg. Ooh, Carby down. Banishka 2. Interrupted. That was a butt pucker moment, chat. You know what? I think I'm good. Screw Rampage. I'm out of here. No thanks. All right, let's see. There's potentially one. Sent. Let's see. Whatever that red text is really hard to read. What am I looking at, Thedos? Looks like Juno. The text isn't important? Oh, okay. Oh! Ooh. Oh, that's right. I'm here to check for chests. We're gonna do film mode, chat. Oh, I'm sorry if your eyes hurt. Oh. Dude, hardcore is so stressful. Dude, I am... Oh! Ooh! I'm not feeling it, Mr. Krabs. Things tended to open with spells before this. There was a lot of mobs in the game that I would specifically open with sleep bolts on prior to rebase. All right, we rest after this, and then we invis 1000% of the time. That water guh is scary, dude. Oh, I see. And because, yeah, so specifically for like hardcore, all these spells make it more dangerous than it was prior to rebase. That's fair. Thank you. I only have one high potion left. We gotta restock after this. Alright, let's do fill mode again. Oh, Cashew's dang near invisible on fill mode right now. What the heck? I don't know if I've ever seen that. Oh, duh, because I'm invisible. I'm invisible, so he's invisible. So dumb, so stupid. Not that way. It says there's a chance at a chest up here. Yeah. Still looking for the chest. And then the monkey will be after that. I don't see one. But I'm just going to get close enough just to confirm. Yeah, no. There would be right here on this platform. And it isn't. This is nerve-wracking, chat. I'm gonna need help with coffers too. This does not end here. This is just a pain in the ass, and then this is gonna give us the boots, and then I gotta do Dark Spark. Oh my gosh, maybe we don't have enough time today to get everything done that I wanted to do. We still got to do Darkspark for the hands, and then we can do the hat. Where am I going? Do I take F? F does bring me to a couple of chest locations. Yeah, okay, thank you, Lydia, yeah. This just in on the Yugudo Herald. Shantoto, is she not who she seems? Not here. I should start a Vana'diel newsletter. Nah, Rain is doing a great job with that. I got the podcast. I'm perfectly happy doing the show. Hope you guys enjoyed the new episode this week. Okay, was there one over there? I see a player. And a dragoon? Are they just waiting for a chest spawn? I told DA he needed to make an episode between when you recorded and posted. Isn't it wild? There was a number of things that changed between when we recorded and when we posted 4 days later. But what was your reasoning, Thetas? Someone in your shell found the podcast? What do you mean? Oh, it might be Nairu. That might be an NM they're camping or something. I don't really know. I don't really know the Windurst side NM locations very well. Oh yeah, here we go. It's gotta be here, right? 3 more chances? The stuttering has been increasing to about normal levels in your end. I've got 2,838 dropped frames, which is like more than average for me. Do I got enough invis? Good question. Yes. So I would say that in terms of like frame loss, I'm above average, but that's actually on my end and not on the stream end. So, and not on like the platform end. So yeah, if you guys are seeing that, that's actually in line with what I'm seeing. How about like disconnects and that kind of thing? Twitch, has anybody had any like of normal issues of like stream suddenly stops working and you have to refresh or anything like that? Like in general, those things should be better. Like especially if you're the type of person to have that normally happen. But yeah, thanks for the status report. I did notice about an hour ago that I was slowly increasing and dropped frames. So, there's the monkey. The monkey. He's right there. The ghost monkey. Please be the chest be right here. Please, bro. I'm not seeing any green dots on my map. Oh, come on, man. Why? Do we have to go through the door now? Ooh. I don't want to get aggro. Brass monkey. That's all I get, chat. After that, they start charging me. You've not had the refresh, so the stuttering does tend to induce latency, so you might be a bit behind. Fair enough. I forget. I think this door. What is this door again? Oh, it's just the torches. Yeah, I'm gonna need your help. Right, chat? Am I wrong here? Mission? No, I think we have to go through here to get to the, hold on, let me actually double check. To get to the place where those others were? What is this? This is... I am actually unsure. So... we're here. Oh, you're right. I don't need to go to the altar room. So where am I going? We need to get to this room. So E, C, or J. Okay, yeah, we gotta go back to the starting area. That's the last place where the chest could be. You went through? Oh. Let me get you back in. Oh, I can't get you back. Oh no. Water gets... I think it's the wrong way anyway. I think we have to go back to the main room and then go to C. That's the last spot where the chest could be, I think. My hours are all kind of weird. I mean, kinda. This is the second or third time I've done like a midday stream. Like the thing is, because of my work schedule, if I want to do like an evening, if I want to like go hang out, like tonight I'm going to play Magic, so that means that I needed to do a midday stream, right? So. Speaking of doing things the right way, I should go grab a snack after. I need some food. What format? Tonight I'm playing pre-modern. Generally, it's the only Magic I play anymore right now. Occasionally, I'll play Commander. Because if I'm, like, meeting up with friends who, are, like... I mean, it's more... I just know more Commander players. But, yeah, pre-modern tonight. That was weird. If I'm going to play one-on-one Magic nowadays, it's literally the only format I'll play. Yeah. I was going to say with one exception, there's this like really interesting thing that I just bought a bunch of cards for that some of the pre-modern, like my pre-modern group plays. It's called AAA. Have you guys in chat? This might be interesting to like 1% of the population who watch my streams. But there's this this format called AAA. It's you prefer old school? Oh, actually, then you'll probably know. You might have heard of AAA then. So Alpha 2 Alliances, AAA. It's a format where you it's just Alpha 2 Alliances. But the way we play it in our play group and the way some play groups do is for ante. Alpha and Alliances with ante. That's what the third A is for. So the way our group does it is like literally unsleeved decks, and your deck has to be worth at least $100, your entire deck. So yeah, so unsleeved cards, at least $100 in deck value. You can only use cards that were printed between Alpha and Alliances. So if you're gonna use like Armageddon or something, it's got to be like a 3rd edition or a revised or yeah, either a revised or 4th edition. You can't use like a modern day printing. So you have to use all the old cards, and you just play for ante. The interesting thing is, if you once you lose a card in ante, you alter it. Take a marker, draw something on it, write something on it, whatever you want to do. So the ante cards generally like will pass back and forth between players. The decks are obviously, you have to be crafty with them because nobody's running their Lotus. You know, nobody's running beta lightning bolts. You're running revised lightning bolts, my guy, because if you lose one in ante, you're losing $6 instead of like 600. So but for example, I've got land tax in my deck, and it's like a $30 card, so there's a chance I could lose it, but like statistically, I'm probably gonna lose a basic land here and there. So that's Alpha 2 Alliances, and it's just like, I don't know, in terms of one-on-one Magic, it's just so like, it's good old-fashioned Magic. It's nothing that special. It's cool. Like, it's nothing that I should say special, because it is kind of special. It's nothing that involved, as opposed to pre-modern, which is like the best 1v1 format I've played in my life, and just really enjoy it. And I'm always looking for opportunities to play. But if I'm gonna hang out with some friends, we just jam some Commander. Land tax, the white ramp. Yeah, you could call it ramp. I'm using it with a card called Land's Edge, Nairu. Go ahead and look that one up when you've got a sec. Dino, what's up, dude? It's deck thinning. It's also a resource engine in some schools of thought. Back from teaching your class. What did you miss, Rick Rock? You missed me almost dying a couple times. Holy cow. Yeah, so Land's Edge, chat. one red. Any player may discard a land card. If they do, deal 2 damage to any target. Land tax says if your opponent has more lands than you, at the beginning of your upkeep, it's a trigger, it's an upkeep trigger. If your opponent has more lands than you, you may search your deck for up to... Oh, where are you, Lydia? You may search your deck for up to 3 basics and put them in your hand. You're at A? Okay. A then E, gotcha. Thank you. So what you do is you use Zurin Orb to sacrifice lands to gain life, to make sure you have less lands than your opponent. You tutor up basics from your deck, and then you chuck them at your opponent's face with Land's Edge. Is like one of the avenues the deck takes. It's also got some aggressive white creatures. It's got like a White Knight for pro black, and like it's just a 2/2 for 2. I don't have any Swords to Plowshares yet because revised swords are like $8 each, and I wasn't looking to invest that much money right away. My sheep is messing up my mojo. Come on. Hey. No. Sheep. Ooh, it was the left one anyway. Let's go. Oh, easy prey, easy prey. I will say, so far, I don't think I've had any issues with like losing chat from YouTube or Twitch. So things seem to be running smoother in some respects. I don't fully understand why I'm dropping frames, but like I can deal with that. Maybe not 0.5% of all my frames though. That seems like a lot. A, then E, fall down at E. Oh, falling down at E. That brings me to where I was going. What, doesn't it? Or is there no drop down there? No, never mind. No drop. Never mind. No. You're right. Yeah. This is where I was trying to get to. This is hilarious, dude. I literally went the wrong way to this. I'm so mad at myself right now. I was about to end up on the bottom side, I believe. So, I'm so mad. This is the tip of the iceberg in artifact questing, chat. Booyah! Oh, what? That's right, the new rebase. Okay, Beast Collar. Now we trade it to the monkey. The monkey. The fuzzy boy. Oop. Which in theory should still be roaming the same spot. I don't know for sure. Fine, you'll tab over to chat now. Yeah, Nairu. Dude, in-game Link Shell chat is the last possible place I look when I'm streaming. It's literally the worst of the three. I still check it here and there. I still read it here and there, but you're a single monitor gamer? Do I got my helm? No, I don't even have my boots yet. We're about to get the boots. Well, honestly, that's unfortunate for you, Nairu, because you can't even watch the stream. How do you watch the stream and play the game at the same time? I don't think you do. I don't think you can. Dude, literally go to a thrift store and buy like a 2012 LCD monitor. Picture in picture. Oh, okay. Checkmate, nerd. Wait, is this right? Yeah. Yeah, back to I. Is this right? Seems right. One of your monitors got broken when you moved last year and you just haven't replaced it. Okay, yeah, this is I. I was thinking J for some reason. Yes. Mismatched monitors. I don't know what to tell you on that one. I have 3 very different monitors. A vertical Acer, a horizontal ViewSonic, and an itty bitty little Amazon special, which is what you guys see when I toggle this on. That's my miniature monitor. Yo, what's up, Crab? How's the day off treating me? Good so far, man. Got up, had some coffee, started the stream. Almost died on my hardcore like 3 times. Gonna go up playing some Magic tonight. Looking forward to that. My group. I haven't seen my play group in like 2 months. Yeah. Nick77's out here like, oh yeah, I had a meeting. I didn't see the Carby died, you know? To me, so to me, when it comes to monitors, this is I would never stray from this philosophy. One nice, expensive, you know, one nice higher price monitor where you do your main activities. One whatever is good for you side monitor that is vertical. I like having a vertical monitor. I would never probably change out, and then as for streaming purposes, I like the tiny little external guy. Where's this collar? Where is it? Oh, it's the literal beast collar. Okay, it's a piece of gear. There he goes. Goodbye. Goodbye, friend. Happily accepts it and leaves. And by leaves, I mean vanishes from existence. Thank you so much, Lydia. Seriously, that help was super needed. And now, I get my boots. Okay, then it's on to Burgert's hands. It's definitely how you pronounce that name, right? But let's finish this quest first. Dude, it's not my fault that monkey was clearly quantumly entangled with something else. Bunch of junk in my inventory, man. Alright. Yeah. Over to Brutus. That's definitely not how he speaks. I'm gonna give him a different accent every time now at this rate. I think it was like slightly like a southern kind of guy. Alright. So, did that ghost finally go to rest? That's good. Here. I want you to have this. But I still wonder, what was that Opa spirit doing there? Good question, my friend. We got the beast feats. The beast gators. Gators. Make him Scottish this time. Next time. Enhances reward. So now I got to put them in my reward macro. Although I don't think they'll work. Actually, I got to put them in my Lua. Or XML. Alright, chat. Beast Gators acquired. Next, we got to do Bogart's hands. Although I'm going to run for 2 minutes. I'm going to grab a bite to eat from downstairs. And in the meantime, I'm going to throw you guys into some mini games. Remember, YouTube members and Twitch subscribers, you all can participate in these anybody can participate, but if you want your avatars to earn if you want an avatar, you gotta be a